Welcome to Forza McLaren, a chance to road trip through Forza Horizon 4 with some legends of motoring. I'm Ali Tak, and in our first episode we're hitting the ground running in the incredible McLaren Senna. With a twin turbocharged 4-litre V8 and more active aero than you can intelligently pivot the rake angle of a stick at, we're going to need a very special driver behind the wheel. Fortunately, we found just the guy. He's the first guy to win a race in every wet class, driven everywhere, bid everywhere, and is racing royalty. Welcome along, Bruno. Welcome to Forza Horizon.
Ali, thank you for having me. I'm very excited to show you what I've got here. Forza, my speciality.
This is going to be the true test of your racing career that you're going to see here. More of a road trip than a hardcore race today. We've got a few different challenges and some fun stuff to do around the map.
I'm ready for the challenge. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Let's head out to our first challenge, which is at the drag strip. Your first challenge, Bruno, is to grab your phone and give us a small social plug while we're going, which says, welcome to Forza Horizon, and this is me trouncing Ali at the drag strip.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm trying to position my phone here so that it doesn't get in the way too much. I'm a responsible driver.
I'm going to get my revs up. Let's go for this.
Let's go for it.
So I'm here with Ali. We're going to be racing here, a drag race here on Forza Horizon 4. I can hear his
revs on, so I'm going to go as well. It's green lights. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I think he's...
Oh, there's a car stopped in the middle of the drag strip. That's not fair. But
we can still win. We can still win. And it's victory. Victory for us.
Oh, I can see Ali flying right next to me. Taking some trees down.
I committed, all right? I committed.
There is no such thing as moving over your victory for too long. There's no such thing as that, just for information.
Okay, yeah. But we should have like a whole podium ceremony, some champagne, really have maybe a press conference. This Ali Tak from the Washington Post, Bruno. How did it feel to take that victory? How did it go?
It was amazing, and every victory should be celebrated. So press and champagne and the laurels of victory, they are always important.
Rather than spend too much time mulling over your victory, let's move swiftly on. We're going to head onto a longish trip now, up the side of the coast. You've raced almost every kind of car that there is out there. Including now a McLaren Senna on the snow. What's your kind of favourite car to drive? What's your favourite car to race in?
Are you crashing into me? I was just trying to do a nice drift. I can see some fire coming out of the exhaust, so that's pretty cool.
I was just punctuating my question. It was the question mark at the end of the sentence. Was the car hammering into the side of the other one?
You got my attention, that's for sure.
Right.
I'm doing some landscaping as well now. Oh, there's a stone there. Anyway. Well, it's I've done a lot of racing, different types of classes, so it's definitely a good experience. And here with the McLaren Senna, it's always a lot of fun because it's such a car that always feels like you're in a race car. And the active aero makes it feel so special, feel so different on the road. Definitely on the snow, I think it's a bit more like what this car should feel like on the snow. So a lot of sliding, breaking through walls, like you've been doing right now. Hopefully not.
That's technique, is it? Okay.
So yeah, we're trying to keep the cars in one piece here, but not being very successful. You just took out a car in the middle of the road there, Ali. That's a bit rude.
In my defense, I feel like he unghosted in front of me. I think it was. And this is supremely slippery in a rear-wheel drive car. With a lot of power, 700 and something horsepower in a McLaren Senna. Not easy to do at all. I don't know if this is even. I mean, can this compare to driving a race car? Are there very wet days, very slippery days when you're out where you have this little grip? Or would you always have a little bit more than this?
Well, to be fair with you, we've had a race which was with some snow, and it was pretty terrifying as well as very cold. Our toes and hands were pretty frozen. This was in the WEC in Spa, of course, in Belgium. So we've done the whole driving with very, very little grip and in the snow before. This is feels like just about like that. Of course, McLarens actually drive really well in the snow. We've done the ice driving with the McLaren 570S, and it's so much fun. You don't even believe how much grip these cars actually have on the snow when they have the right tires on it. So a lot of fun, and even if they are not made for that, they're still so confidence-inspiring that you can just enjoy it.
And when you're setting up a McLaren for ice driving, would that be like you know, you're going to have spiky tires on it? Is that the kind of idea, or is it more subtle than that?
Yeah, you gotta have the. It depends on how much ice and snow you're driving on, but you need the spikes to keep the cars in a good shape. And then if you don't have enough grip, then you're gonna be. I did exactly the same as you, by the way. Just completely overshot the braking
I saw you in the
area.
snowdrift. I was like, now's my chance. Now's my chance. I'm gonna beat you in one challenge today, Bruno. That's my goal for myself.
Hi Bruno, my name is Raceboy77. I know you're fast in real life, but I want to see how fast you are on Horizon. I created a challenge for you and Ali to tackle. It's a sprint to the south of Derwent Water, and it's a very fast course. Have fun, have a good race, and may the best racer win.
So Raceboy77 has put us a challenge. He's asking me if I'm as fast in the game as I am in real life. I must say I don't think I am. I will try my best.
It's going to be, I think, a tricky course. Raceboy is a guy in the community who puts some of the hardest tracks together. So hopefully he's been nice to us this time.
By his demeanor on the video, I don't think he was really planning to make it easy for us. And
I'll tell you what, we'll put the share code for this track up, and if you guys want to give it a go as well, then you're very welcome. You just have to hammer that share code into the blueprints menu. You'll find Raceboy77's Garden Cross Country Circuit. That's the one he's put together for us.
You're starting first. What's this?
I think we both know that I qualified first for this, Bruno. Oh, come on, car. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, I'm cheating already. I wonder if there are checkpoints here.
Spun it. Hold on. There are checkpoints. Hold on.
Oh yeah, there's a checkpoint that I just almost missed.
Oh, and I've done the same as you now.
Oh no!
Here we go.
Why?
Through the window. This is what I meant. You know, Raceboy puts together these tricky circuits.
Oh, where's the next checkpoint? Oh, you're moving. You see?
I'm going. I've got an early lead. I'm taking taking the ball by the horns here.
I need to. Come on, let's get on it.
Let's go.
Whoa!
The young man from the Netherlands in his debut race against Bruno Senna.
Oh yeah. Okay, the car is nice and sharp now on the dry, so let's try and use it to our advantage.
Let's had a little bump in the walls there, so hopefully I can be a bit more consistent as the lap progresses.
Oh, I can see you now.
Get out of here! Be gone, Bruno!
Whoa!
I'm having none of it. Ah!
Oh, I almost went into the wall there.
Oh man!
I got some air time there.
That was awesome.
You see my strategy was
amazing.
rejoin the road and push you off the road. That was my strategy.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, you got way more commitment than me to the corners.
Oh my god! I just did a back.
We'll see you on the hillside.
This is not going well. I have to say, I expected to be more consistent than this. Oh, Ali, you're killing me now.
I've got it, man. I've got it. I'm coming down to like a twisty section though, which was my. Actually, it wasn't my undoing. I did a good job in the twisty section at the start, so hopefully I can keep it together through this one.
I just hit a rock at the apex. You think he builds those rocks at the apex so that we crash into them?
I think he does. I think Raceboy he's a wily old fox. Is Raceboy.
Raceboy, what are you doing with the? Oh, I just went straight through one of those pub backyards again.
I can see you through the town. Hold on, I'm gonna try and see. I'm gonna try and catch a glimpse of you. Oh no, I think I didn't quite manage it. What have I done? I clicked the wrong button. Okay, we're good. We're back. I'm back on the road. Regaining my rightful position in the lead.
Oh, this is the wrong road. Come on.
I'll start working on my victory acceptance speech now, Bruno. I was thinking something, probably thanking my sponsors. That's how it's going to start. I want to thank McLaren as well. Forza.
I think you should keep talking, and I'm going to just concentrate here. Oh, I crashed into a house. Come on, stop crashing. I think I've got too much power on my Senna. Did you reduce your power?
Yeah, I've done like it's like the Herbie films. I filled your Senna full of nitrous oxide before the race started. It was an attempt to sabotage your race. That's what I was doing.
Come on, let's go flat out. Let's take all the risk now.
The problem is when the track gets fast again, you get a lot faster because you've got a lot more commitment to the corners. I was kind of slowly petering along.
You say that's overcommitment?
Overcommitment, perhaps, at times. You passed me like I was standing still last time, though.
Oh, yeah, I can see you now.
Get out of here. Be gone. Be gone. We have to start. I'm starting to take risks now. Come on, McLaren.
Oh, on the outside, on the outside, yes. Oh, it's the finish line. Come on.
What about
Come on, yes, yes. On the outside.
It was an unfair advantage you had by being a professional racing driver for years and years. I feel like that's given you an unfair advantage in racing.
Look at that, I'm doing the victory dance. Oh man, and it was like a half a second advantage only at the line, so it was definitely very, very tight. But yeah, Race Boy 77, you definitely made a pretty tough challenge for us on a fast car like this. I need to practice a lot more on your course.
That was an awesome track, Race Boy. Yeah, thanks for putting that together for us. After yet another embarrassing defeat, there was no time to lick my wounds. So from our high-speed race down Derwent Water, Bruno and I headed on toward the very top of a motorway that runs from the north to the south of the Forza Horizon 4 map. I don't know if this counts as a race or as part of the road trip, but either way.
What doesn't count as a race?
Well, that's the racing attitude, I guess. That's why that's the racing driver's mentality. You got to slow things down, Bruno. You got to smell the roses from time to time, no?
But you just slowed down at the back of one of the traffic cars there, so I just went straight past the bloody corner again. You can't do that to me.
Hare and the tortoise. You're in one of these cars. What does it feel like to have the wings sort of flapping about like this? Is it something you'll notice when you're in the driving seat?
Well, the active aero on the McLaren Senna is sort of made to be as unintrusive as possible. It does give you the performance, but it's also made to be as driving friendly as possible. So when you're driving, it makes the behavior of the car really nice and consistent, rather than giving you changing balance, which is not what you want from a car. You want as much confidence as possible. And you don't even feel it when working on the background, but when you're actually pushing for performance, the thing is giving you so much balance, so much grip, and it's fantastic to drive like that. Really, really a lot of fun. Oh, that
Mini Cooper. More long questions like that, so I can make a sweet overtake from time to time.
I'm stuck on the traffic. How's the scenario there?
This corner's been iron doing, man. Yeah, it's good. It's really beautifully rendered. Thank you on Forza Horizon 4, everybody. Beautiful renditions of trees.
I will certainly not do this with my real McLaren Senna, but it's the freedom that you get from playing Forza.
Of course, you're one of the very lucky people to own one of these cars. How's it been as a sort of owner's experience having a Senna?
Well, it's an amazing car. Very, very special. Very committed. Really. It's a car that is begging you to take it to the track and experience everything the car can give you. But also a very, very friendly car. So not a car that will bite you too much. Oh, look at him scraping my door.
Not a car that will bite you too much, you say.
Was it your... I just got stuck to concrete again. Oh, there's a police car.
Dear me.
I didn't know that there was police in this game.
Oh, run!
Let's outrun the police. Only on the game, people. Don't do it in real life. So you're cheating because you just won, but anyway.
I'll take the victory. Big drifts. But yeah, I mean, like, would you take your Senna down to the shops, or do you? I mean, I don't know. Do you just take it to tracks? How does it work with a car like this?
Well, you gotta respect the car a little bit. Obviously, it's a very different car from normal road car. So when you're trying to play with it on the on a normal road, you have to be more careful with ride heights and so on. Of course, it's
Gotcha.
it's a lower car and it's got like very long aero and axis, so you need to be careful with that. But otherwise, it's actually very docile to drive on the road, and there's no real difference into it.
Something else that I know you're interested in is FPV drones, and that's the reason why we're here, because there's a drone feature on the game, and I'm interested to try out who's faster, either a drone or a McLaren Senna, on our specially devised drone course. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
So the track goes from this roundabout straight south to the next roundabout, round that roundabout and back up again. That's all it is. So like over to the roundabout and back again to where we are right now. 2, 1, go.
Let's go.
I'm gonna tell you, I've taken an early lead here. My silent drone pulling away at the start. Come on, droney. I haven't got a name for it. It's a strange silent race for me. Quietly droning along. Yeah.
I think I'm winning. I'm getting to the roundabout.
Are you at the roundabout?
Yes, I am.
I'm not at the round. I'm just coming round it. This is the worst. Come on, drone. Stay with me.
Let's not get off the road. Come on.
Come on, drone. You have to call it when you pass the line.
Oh yes, boy. We're flying now.
What? I'm not going at 270k. Have I gone? I haven't done it. No. All right, I'm approaching the finish line. Here we go. And I've passed the finish. I believe. Yes. That's my win.
I have to say, I got a real good stunt there. I managed to somehow fly through a river without touching the water. That was good.
Well played. All right, next place we're going to go is over to Fortune Island, and the ferry that's going to take us to Fortune Island is all the way down on this side of the map. Dynamite. All right, let's head out. Fortune Island, here we come. Next leg of the journey.
You're just waiting for my tires to get cold.
That's all that was. That was a ploy. It is also a chance to go down, I think, the fastest set of roads in the game. These motorways that connect. If you head for the center of the roundabout and don't lift, that's it. Man, you're a natural.
I mean, that was my plan from the start.
You knew what was up. And this is
I got a slipstream.
Oh no, you're drafting. I'm not lifting. Like I'm full flat here.
Hey, who's this guy overtaking us?
Proceed. I've got a message from one of our Brazilian community members on Forza, and we can check that out.
Hello Bruno, how are you doing? My name is Arthur Peronico. I have to tell you that this contact has a special meaning for me because it reminds me 8 years ago playing with you at the winning score. The question I have for you is something different, but I had to do it. What is in your mind when you get on the track? What more than that? What books you had read, what movies you had saw, the people you follow, what do you do to keep on the high performance level during, a long time? You're a driver for more than 10 years. So what do you do? What is your secret? Thank you for all. See you. Tamo junto. Valeu.
So we got a really cool Brazilian guy, speaks English very well, in fact, and he's asking me, what do I do to be on top the whole time, to be prepared for the races and for all the challenges that a sports person has every time they go competing. And it's actually not so simple. It's a tricky one. We've got always to be at the best of our performance, and that to be consistent like this, it's always a tricky one, because you need to always be confident in your mind. You need to always try and know what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and definitely it's one of those things that you need to know yourself, know your equipment. And also, one thing that people don't understand so much is that racing is a huge team sport, massive team sport, and the only way to be at your top is to make sure that all those who are working with you are also at their top. So thank you for the question. It was awesome to, even think about it a little bit and get to do this with all the fans and with everybody who's into it.
That's a really good answer, and I mean, Handicap there comes from our esports community on Forza, so he's one of the drivers who comes and races competitively on the game. So it's cool, I think, for him as well to get that kind of context about how you do it. I'm just going to head over to Fortune Island here. Meantime, though, there's a really strong connection, it feels like, between motorsport and Brazil culturally.
For sure. Brazilians are super competitive people, even if we're so friendly. We're also very, very competitive, and we want to be the best at every sport, every activity we do. So to see that there's a huge community of Forza in Brazil, it's fantastic. Of course, we have our McLaren Senna on the game, which I had such great feedback when we launched the game with the car on it. So many people were on the game and sending me good vibes that it made me super happy. So I'm happy to see that we have a very competitive spirit with all the Brazilians, and we're doing well.
Now let's hit our next waypoint, a section called the Needle Climb.
Turn around. Oh,
The advantage here. I'm doing donuts.
Yeah, while I was cooling my tires down at -2 degrees Celsius. Okay, we're on the mountain road. Let's do it.
Oop, I slipped actually. I'm pointing the wrong way now. Come on, McLaren. There we go. Get back on there. Get on the road for me.
Save me from myself.
Save me from my terrible driving. There we go, just up the road. And just here, two guys are waiting for us to check out a race of theirs. A lot of people know you from your work on TV, calling motorsports. And so it might be cool for some of the Brazilian guys to see you chatting over some of their racing.
So we have a really cool race between two Brazilians here. We have Zoom and Handicap in two amazing McLaren F1 cars, the classic McLaren F1 cars. And they're doing the classic horn before the start. So let's go. Got lots of revs going in an icy road, lots of wheel spin off the line, lots of movement on the cars, so definitely great ability to drive the cars here by the two drivers. Look at how much sliding there is. At the moment, Zoom is in front and cutting the corners a little bit, dealing with traffic very, very well. Hey, the checkpoint there, I don't know if you caught it or not, but let's leave it to the stewards after the race. The mountain road is really, really challenging. Look at him go. Hey, this is some fair racing. No pushing each other off the track. There is some. Oh, there you go. Cutting the corner a little bit. Now everything is getting a little bit more aggressive. Now this is the spirit that I'm looking for. There's even a car that doesn't belong to the race, racing with them at the moment. And this is what I like to see. Overtaking a transit van, crashing through the barriers here, but made a great overtake. Oh no, he went off the track. Handicap. You went too deep into the corner. The helicopter is following you, but it's not a good moment for you. Zoom in the lead, pushing very, very hard, not letting it down at all. And the slippery road, keeping it very nice and honest. Handicap is trying to catch it back, but I think Zoom has a lead that's not possible to catch back right now. Passing the checkpoint, pushing very, very hard again. Look at that sliding. Beautiful, beautiful driving. Through the right-hander. This looks like Pikes Peak almost, but in an icy setting. And then he just drives off the road to celebrate the win. Amazing work, boys. Valeu, galera. Bela corrida e faz zerinhos aí para comemorar.
Super cool, super cool. Thank you so much for that, Bruno. We actually have a message from our race winner straight away after that. We can check in with Zoom.
Hi Bruno, how you doing, man? Pleasure to meet you. My name is Felipe. I'm a professional Forza esports driver. First of all, it's such an honor to talk to you. I know you just did your first race a couple of days ago, and as you got your first taste of how is esports racing, I have a question for you. Do you think that someday drivers like us, that is just some video games, could step up to a real racing see like a real racing series, like something, I don't know, F3, maybe even get to Formula 1 if that's not dream too much. It's a pleasure, and bye, good luck.
Felipe Zoom, thank you for your question. It's awesome. I really enjoyed the experience of driving in esports. It's definitely much harder than driving the real car. It's a whole different experience, and I really admire the sim drivers, the pro drivers like you that make your way through esports. It's a super cool challenge, and I really hope that simulators become one day so close to real thing that you can just switch from one to the other after you gain the experience, because it makes your career so much more so much cheaper almost to be able to test and practice and learn. So hopefully one day we're gonna get the opportunity to get sim drivers trained to race cars and doing well in all the best championships.
Amazing. It's been such a lot of progress for sim drivers and sim racing throughout this year as well. What has it changed the way that you've looked at it at all as the year's gone along?
Yeah, sim racing has definitely evolved a lot in terms of quality, not only of the simulators, but also of drivers and the equipment that you have on your computer. Now we have amazing feedback on the steering wheel. We have racing pedals on your car, on your sim rig. So all that stuff really makes a difference when you're trying to learn and feel like you're in the real car. And I think this is an amazing resource to have.
What do you look for in a kind of a setup to as good? You know, what counts as a good setup, I guess, is my question, Bruno.
Well, I think in terms of pedals, definitely something that it's giving you good feedback. I mean, you have no feeling of acceleration, you have no feeling of braking, most sims anyway. So just having a pedal that you can feel how much pressure you're applying, how much the car is reacting to it is already really good. And also, of course, the steering wheel with the force feedback, that's so important, because it will be really your only proper feedback zone and feeling of the car that you're driving. And the precision, how much the steering wheel responds to the movement, this is all super important. And I know that 10 years ago, 5 years ago, this was not quite at the level that it is right now. And also how many people can actually have access to that level of equipment.
Having driven back down to the docks on the Fortune Island expansion, it was time to head once again to the main map and Great Britain. There, a final challenge was awaiting Bruno, but before we got to that, there was one more thing to take care of. We're just heading down to Thatch Corner, Cat's Cottage, to find you a little bit of a paint for the car, Bruno. You've been looking a bit plain throughout the day.
Yeah, my painting skills are not the best, so I just smashed through the walls of Thatch Corner house.
It'll buff out.
It'll buff out. Yeah,
It'll buff out.
I'm sure that the artist won't mind that so much. So
that's right.
Just purchased this house, beautiful, at the coast.
Hey, well, that's a little bit of a flex, Bruno. I'm not going to lie. So it's just show up, purchase it. But okay. Do what you want.
You gotta do it, but anyway.
Only one of us has raced in Formula 1, so I'll let you have it.
I wish I could buy houses like this everywhere. It would be amazing.
Yeah.
So shall we take a look at some designs and paints and see what the people in the community have been coming up with for the McLaren Senna?
So they've been making beautiful designs. There's such a creative community on Forza in general and on Forza Horizon 4 especially. Looking at that menu, and you can see all the different paints that people have put together, Bruno. What catches your eye there, and what makes you think that's the one that I want to be representing myself in, and to be representing me on the track in the last race?
Well, it's very hard to choose because there's some really cool stuff here, and there's like very aggressive liveries and then some classic ones. I love this sort of velocity theme one. There's a red front, and then the sort of just goes darker red towards the rear, almost to black. And there's also a really cool one with all the sort of hexagons, like the Senna GTR. So it's hard to choose, but I'm going for the velocity theme one from Move 30.1.
Right. Well, I mean, a paint's worth 50 extra horsepower, so hopefully that'll help you out, because our last drive north is going to take you to Bamber Castle. which is going to be the last challenge of the day, but probably the most competitive challenge for you. We're going to have different guests from McLaren throughout every single week of this series. And this is the moment when everybody races in the same car on the same track, and we compare lap times between them. How does that make you feel? Terrified?
A bit anxious, yeah, exactly. So I'm going to set the
then
map
my work is done.
to Bamberg Coast Circuit, is that correct?
Bamberg Coast Circuit, exactly.
Let's go there.
While we're on the way to the Coast Circuit, Bruno, a question that I wanted to ask you, and something I was waiting to ask you for until we'd done a little bit of driving around the map, is what's it been like? I know that you moved to the UK after growing up in Brazil. What was it like coming to the UK, and are the British roads as fun and enjoyable as the game makes them feel?
Well, to be honest with you, they are. I mean, some of the B roads that you get, and it honestly blew my mind from the beginning when I saw that the speed limit was, 60 miles an hour on a really tiny road that barely two cars can pass by one another against each other. So it's the roads are fun to drive, and they are very technical as well. Once you go up into the mountains in Wales and some places in Scotland, it's very, very impressive and quite enjoyable. That's my car with the velocity theme. It's a matte car. That's pretty cool.
Ooh. It's got that sort of that low friction paint on it to give it the extra edge on the circuit.
We'll see. I don't think it's going to help me very much, but I'm going to try my best.
Do you not? We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, get out there. I'd love to hear you talk us through the lap, especially as you're kind of getting your sighting down on the circuit and getting yourself accustomed to it. What are you looking for in the car? What are you feeling for when you're trying to build yourself up for a fast one?
So you're just trying to make me lose my focus here. It's tricky enough to drive through these checkpoints now, but it's fantastic.
You know me too well already, Bruno.
It's not fair. I'm trying my best here. But yeah, it's to sort of like get the feedback from the car, try to understand how much grip you have available to yourself, and that feedback should come to the steering wheel, to the brakes of the car. So definitely, when you're pushing very hard, you want the car to tell you exactly what it's gonna do. Braking into the apexes and getting the nice balance as well. Here the throttle application are very tricky. You have all these low corners into like change of directions. That makes it super tricky, but I'm actually quite enjoying it. This is a cool track with some fast flowing corners and then some tricky little ones that will catch you out by surprise. So you think you can go very fast and then suddenly you're paying for it. But let's see if I can not crash too much. I think I missed a checkpoint.
Not crash too much. Oh well, I mean, you're right. You get. I think you get 3 laps. Let's say you're the first one doing it, so I'm still making up the rules as we go. But I think 3 laps is ample to set yourself a lap time. That's 1 for a sighter, 1 to get things all wrong, and 1 to absolutely ace it. The track is as you say, quite fast and flowing. We chose it for that. It's also got some sections which you definitely have to stop for. And really ace your apexes, ace your throttle on the way out of them. It's not entirely easy, but I'm very, very curious to see how you get along with the lap time. Yeah, how's it looking so far?
Please continue speaking. I'm enjoying hearing your voice.
I'm sure you are. You're enjoying concentrating on the lap is what you're enjoying. All right, let's do some fast fire questions. I haven't prepared some. I should have prepared some excellently distracting questions for you. Bruno, you've been playing today and doing some Horizon all the way from out there in Monaco in France, right? What's it like living out there? Must be quite a pleasant place to be during lockdown.
It is actually. The weather's been good. I've been lucky enough that my building has open stairs, so even when I couldn't really leave the apartment so much, I could at least sort of like have some exercise, some cardio exercise on the stairs at the back of the building. It's not very nice to climb the stairs for exercising, but at least I could keep doing
it's something.
It. And it was good fun, but definitely sunny place and pretty close to other nice places around in Europe, so it does help out. So I think I've completed. I'm in the 4th lap now. Should I?
Well played. Have you seen your lap time?
My best time.
We can note it.
is a 53.3. There's a target saying 51.9, so I'm not sure if that's my best sort of sectors together.
I think it's I think that one's your sort of rival ghost that you're chasing after. So your 53 is gonna stand. We're gonna add it to the leaderboard, and I'm excited to see where it adds up. We'll have to do that later on though, after the show, and see how it stacks up against a few of the other community members who've already put their times up on the board. For now though, Bruno, well, I think all that's left to say is thank you very much for coming along and spending an afternoon with me playing some Forza Horizon.
It's been a real pleasure. I think I'm gonna have to practice a lot more in case we get another few challenges like this, because definitely this game takes a lot of time to learn, because it's a precise game. So it's one of those games that the more you play, the more you learn. And I'm very excited to do better next time, and you know, not let you beat me in any of the races that we try to do.
Well, I was going to move on to say, I think we can both agree that I soundly won in the competition here. I wasn't keeping score, but I've definitely won.
I must disagree with you a little bit there, but you know, it's okay. We can agree to disagree, and then see what happens there. Oh, a bit of oversteer there.
Well, while Bruno races on as the sun sets, and we'll continue to do so, I'm sure, it's going to be goodbye from us. So thanks so much for tuning in, and thanks again, Bruno, for coming and being with us for the afternoon.
Thank you for your time, and hopefully you can do this again soon.